here tonight for the Nets is the first sellout of a first-round home playoff game since back in 1998, with the Nets at that time going against Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. Let's take a look at the McDonald's starting lineups first. As for the Nets, they certainly need much more from Vince Carter and Jason Kidd, who's been quiet over the first two games. How about the rookie? Nenad Krstic came up with 27 points the other day in Miami. And once again, we'll see Richard Jefferson off the bench. Jefferson playing 30 minutes in his second game back the other night. Dick Pavetta, Mike Callahan, and James Capers are the officials, and we're ready to go. The Nets, who went 42-40 in the regular season, won 15 of the last 19 to make it to that 8th and final playoff berth. This after starting the season at 2-11. Miami, a 59-win season, 59-23, the best record in the Eastern Conference. Jason Collins, Shaquille O'Neal on the opening tip, controlled by Miami.
Yeah, the big thing with New Jersey, what they have to do is they've got to get a lot of rhythm, get some ball movement. They're going to bring Vince Carter, move him around a little bit offensively, and try to get him some open looks. That's going to be a big key.
All right, here is Carter on the catch and shoot, and he's able to drill it.
Well, right away, you see New Jersey bringing Carter off the ball.
Scalabrine on the rebound, and they'll reset. Now Carter looks to post on Eddie Jones. Behind the back, Krstic.
He's made a living so far in this series off of penetration from Carter and Kidd, because Shaquille O'Neal and Alonzo.
Eddie with the ball, and Haslem lost it. Here comes Kidd. Jones tries to cut him off. Kidd with a nice move.
That's exactly what they have to do. Last game, they struggled, scoring off turnovers. There they come up.
The shot taken too quickly.
Yeah, they don't need that. That's not their game. When they set up in the half court, that's when they have the advantage, going inside or letting Wade penetrate.
Krstic, yes. And Jason Kidd with the setup.
As Coach Frank said, he's done a great job, Krstic.
Eddie Jones has been the Heat's leading scorer 4 consecutive years, but he's had to play the third fiddle here. Been a tough adjustment for him, but kind of turned into a defensive stopper, and as you can see there, still has the touch from the perimeter.
Krstic showing confidence, gets the roll, so the Nets are within 3.
What you have to like, again, the Nets are extremely aggressive.
On Brian Hill's face these past couple of weeks.
Yeah, and it's amazing how many times you hear stories just like that one involving Shaq, as Vince Carter knocks down the runner.
He wants to move the ball, he wants to get the defense moved a little bit, and then attack to the rim.
Krstic, well, he continues to hit, but the Nets are just 7 of 22. A lot of shots on goal for the Nets, but
more over the years, not at the defensive end, but guys who can shoot can really find themselves wide open all night.
Wade way off. Carter delivers. Here comes Jefferson. Yes! Just did.
Had Damon Jones posted, and he draws the foul from Shaq.
And that is the second on O'Neal.
Here you see, getting the ball out, nice push ahead. Jefferson coming in, jams it up just right over Eddie Jones. Again, a replay again coming on it. Nice lay on the break, good push, nice find by Vince Carter.
But the biggest thing is we have to play defense. You know, over this last month, we've been playing defense, but in those first 2 games, there was no defense.
Alonzo, not a popular figure here in New Jersey. The Nets inside him as Kidd fires. Nets inside Alonzo to that 4-year, $20 million contract. Here's Carter, rebounded by Krstic. And Mourning couldn't scoop it up. Carter took it.
You see the great challenge of the shot by Mourning, but that leads to...
Well, by Mourning not being here, it gave Krstic a chance. He's really developing into a solid player.
Jefferson with the stop. Richard Jefferson, who was beginning to show signs in Miami Tuesday night on the second.
Alonzo Mourning wants to come over and help, but a nice seal. You can't quite see it, but Jason Collins right there seals Mourning, allowing Jefferson to get to the rim. And he looks a little like Alonzo Mourning after his dunks the other night.
That will count. It's a goaltend. And that's the end of the first quarter. 13. Nets up by 6, second quarter just underway. Marv Albert, Cliff Saunders, Steve Kerr, Craig Sager from the Meadowlands in New Jersey. Robinson, the tip by Carter, soaring over Mourning.
Wow, up and over 3 people. And again, as Frank told us, that Jefferson's rust was more apparent at the defensive end in game 2, and that doesn't appear to be the case here tonight. Looks very much sharp and in rhythm.
Jefferson, yes. Yes, I have to say he is very much in rhythm.
At both ends.
Like a lot of young NBA players who don't even have that range, he's taken just 45 three-pointers this year, but you look at him from 19 to 20 feet, he's getting to be automatic.
Vince Carter with 10 points. Wayne Wade the other night in game 2 just
to about 19, 20 feet and knock down that shot. And then at the other end, look at the hang time, the body control, kisses it off the glass. He is.
Nets have a 6-point lead. Carter off the double, has to give it up. Robinson with the shot. That will count, and the foul. Dick Pavetta blowing his whistle, but he called it a continuation.
They go the other way.
Flip. Come on. I mean, I know you're buttering these guys up, but he calls it right about here. How do you give him the continuation on the shot?
Well, it's a defense for 3 seconds.
Shaquille O'Neal is back following a long rest. Coming on for Alonzo Mourning. Dwayne Wade sits down. Eddie Jones has returned. Christian Laettner has also come on. Krstic over O'Neal. Yes.
That was a tough shot. Shaquille O'Neal now is starting to come out. They're trying to get him the ball from the top of the key. Direct pass in, not from the wing. It's a lot easier for them to get that type of passing from the wing.
This time O'Neal right up on Krstic. Here's Best on a hesitation move. Yes, and the foul.
I love this. You attack the rim. You know Shaq has 2 fouls. He's not going to be reckless defensively, so you can get to the rim and create some things offensively if you're New Jersey.
Travis Best, originally a first-round pick of Indiana, spent 6.5 years with the Pacers, then on to Chicago, Miami, Detroit, and now New Jersey.
Because not only do you get to feed off of Shaq, but you get to feed off of Wade, so you're going to get a lot of open shots. That's why Pat Riley put this club together, getting guys like Dooling and Christian Laettner.
Nice move by Carter that ends a 10-0 run.
This right now is a coach's nightmare. You have Shaquille O'Neal. You've been guarding him one-on-one in the post. He hasn't been very aggressive earlier. He's getting aggressive now, and he's really having success scoring in the paint.
And you got a bunch of three-point shooters licking their chops.
Krstic again.
One of the best half-court defensive teams in the league because they make you beat it from outside, not in the interior.
In the second quarter early on, the Nets had that 10-point lead. Then Wade hit the 3 straight jumpers. Jason Kidd. Kidd from down.
For Richard Jefferson, he's on the bench right now with a heat pad on his back after not playing for 49 games. He's starting to stiffen up a bit, but he says he's okay. He will not be limited in his minutes. He will come in pretty soon.
All right, Craig Damon Jones misfiring on that 3. Here's Kidd again from downtown. Way up. Collins is right there.
Collins gets to put that first field goal in 2 games for their starting.
I've seen guys blow out knees, sprain ankles, and, you know, one play, one injury, and Miami's championship hopes are dashed.
All right, here's Kidd. 8 points for Jason Kidd. O'Neal working his way inside, did not have a shot. Haslem missed the tip. Back comes Kidd. Jefferson on the run. Jefferson! Oh, what a move! This is a guy who sat out the last 33 games of the regular.
If if they can continue to make stops, then they can do this. Get the ball to Jefferson and Carter on the break. Get some easy ones.
And Stan Van Gundy told us today that it was very important.
Terrific tonight. This guy has the whole package, and when you combine the type of outside game like he shows here with the athleticism, that means the defense has to honor the jumper. Now he can get right around people, and I don't know if there's anybody better on the break, getting out onto the wing, and of course, great point guard.
And the new clock. Jefferson and Kidd again. It was a two-point attempt. Another possession for the Nets. Jefferson able to get inside. Richard Jefferson going over Shaquille O'Neal. Excuse me, for a technical foul called on Jefferson for taunting.
Now let's see if we can notice the taunt here. There's the dunk, and yeah, he looks at him. You can't do that these days in the NBA.
Jefferson with the rebound. Look out, Kidd avoiding Wade. Krstic backing his way on Haslem. Boy, this kid has played so well.
That's impressive. He got the ball, backed him down, took his time.
He's 5 of 12 from the field. Miami up by 7, just under 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. The Heat trying to make it a 3-0 lead in this best of 7. Here's Vince Carter, who has not shot well. He has 16 points.
When Jefferson had the ball, they had 6 eyes on him. A guy guarding with the ball, there's a guy in the low block and a guy at the elbow.
Good play by Scalabrine on the block. Damon Jones thought he was fouled. Here comes Kidd. Krstic try to go to the soft touch. Carter looked to follow. Krstic does.
No, that's what they want to do. Get into the open.
But poor free throw shooting, actually by both teams. And the Nets now 12 of 18 at the line. Here's Carter. Got it off. Vince Carter at the buzzer on a catch and shoot. It's a 5-point game after 3. They will review it, but it looked to be good.
Well, this guy takes more shots like this, fading away from the basket, than maybe anybody in the NBA. And remember what Lawrence Frank told us? He said, when he first got here, I thought those were bad shots, but he kept making them. That's a good shot for Vince Carter.
Well, 18 points, 8 assists for Carter. After 3, Miami 74, New Jersey 69.
Ooh, that was a hockey assist from somebody.
Yeah, we don't know who.
Anderson gets credit, and that's his first field goal. Cliff Robinson, yes.
If Cliff starts hitting that shot, that can even help them more to get more scoring out of their forwards. You have Jefferson.
Cliff Robinson listed at 6'10", 240, 38 years old, his 16th NBA season. O'Neal, round 1 on an offensive foul. Saw that elbow come on Robinson. Here comes Kidd on a crossover to the left hand and score! Jason Kidd going the distance. The Nets are within 1. Carter played by Anderson. Carter shoots. Yes. The Nets have taken a 1-point lead. 9.5 remaining in this fourth quarter. For the Nets, their first lead since back in the second quarter. Trying to get back into this series. They led by as many as 10 early. Miami had the lead at the half, but the Nets now up by 1.
Not a good shot. You got Shaq down there. You got to keep going into him, reestablish the tempo of your game. Otherwise, this happens. Jason Kidd on the finish.
So many times in playoff games and regular games when it comes in.
The tempo at your pace.
Well, the big thing there is Robinson cannot let Shaq go baseline. He's going to have help inside. He's got to wait for that help. Here you can see nice play, great dunk by Jefferson.
Jason Kidd.
But I'll tell you, Lawrence Frank is saying, if you're going to call 3 seconds on there, Shaquille O'Neal down here, there should be 1-3 call at the other end.
Oh, the steal by Jefferson. Has a breakaway and puts it down. The Nets lead by 1.
What a performance by Jefferson.
Timeout is called. The Nets 83, the Heat 82 and a terrific game here at the New Jersey Meadowlands. Richard Jefferson providing the spark tonight for the Nets. Four and a half remaining in the fourth. Carter just 9 for 25 from the field. He's followed by Eddie Jones and Shaquille O'Neal, and beats both.
What they tried to do is they ran the pick and roll. Miami brought Haslam up, then they re-picked it.
I think Shaq would normally attack if he was himself. He's not quite there, and he looked very tentative on that possession.
O'Neal now 6 of 15 from the field. Krstic wide open. Yes.
I'll tell you, for a rookie to play in this type of environment, come out and hit that shot. Turnover play. That's unbelievable. We talked earlier about Jason Kidd and his overall game. Here's a pass to Krstic for a jump shot. Here he comes down, he finds Jefferson for a dunk going up to the bucket. Then you look here, he hits down, knocks down the three-point shot. And last, in transition, he goes all the way to the bucket to get the layup. He's doing a little bit of everything, and that's what he does. He makes other players on his...
Rebounded by Collins. Good box out on O'Neal by Collins.
And second possession in a row that Miami has.
Carter from downtown. Vince Carter hits the three, and the Nets now lead 90-80.
And Wade's the guy who Van Gundy told us can turn things around mid-game. So look for Wade to be very aggressive, try to take over things here in overtime.
Here's Carter spinning and scores. Yes, and the foul.
And exactly what you talked about, Steve. They are going at Shaquille O'Neal in the high pick and roll. Wherever his man is at, they're bringing him up. Here, Vince spins, makes a great play. Haslam tries to get the charge, but he's moving on it sideways. And so it's a great play by Vince Carter going to the basket.
Yeah, and good call by Dick Bavetta. A lot of people will say, wait a second, Haslam was outside of that semicircle, but he did not have his feet set. He was moving.
Eddie Jones back on Vince Carter. Krstic try to set the pick. There's Kidd. Kidd. Frontly rim for Jason Kidd. The Nets 96. The Heat.
Let's take a look at Jason Kidd's last shot. You see him, he's got that three-point attempt in the exact spot that he missed the end of regulation. Shows it, puts it on the floor. Beautiful right-hand hook.
Kidd looking, can't find anybody. They have no timeouts remaining. Now Carter fires. Tied at 99. How about that roll?
Well, this play took a long time to develop. You could feel the nervousness in the stands. Finally, they get it to Carter, and look at that thing hang on the rim. It goes. We go to a second overtime.
That's out of the pages of Allen Houston against the Miami Heat. Can you imagine what was going through Pat Riley's head as he watched that shot?
That's right. Only Houston's actually beat Miami in that series. This one will send it to the extra frame. And look at this.
I'll tell you who you have to give credit to. Jason Kidd's pass. He made a great pass. Being able to throw this cross court to the guy in the corner and hit Carter's unbelievable.
On to a second OT. All right, thank you, Ernie. It has been a sensational ball game. On to overtime number 2. Let's take another look at that game-tying shot by Vince Carter.
Well, as I said, it took a long time to develop, and Kidd made a terrific pass. And look at that. The ball's hanging on the rim. Look at the reaction of the crowd. Carter has had a lot of open looks tonight. Finally gets a big one to go.
Shot clock at 7. There's Carter. Well, would you describe that shot?
The Tony Parker runner, maybe? I'm not sure.
Game coming up on 3.5 hours of basketball with 5.5 remaining in the second overtime. Carter from way downtown and goes glass. 2.9 remaining. It's a 3-point Miami lead.